Of all the displays in our museum, this is my favorite. This is the Ark of the Covenant display.
You really think you discovered the Ark of the Covenant, huh?
Yes, Larry. This is one of the most exciting discoveries of all time. You know, I believe that all of us are playing a role in something that's only happening once in eternity. And I believe that God settled the issue of sin, right and wrong, for eternity. And I believe that the main event of all of that took place just north of the city wall in Jerusalem. The sacrifices that were offered in the blood sacrificial system, the animals were killed north of the altar. And on the Day of Atonement, the blood of the animal that represented Christ as our sin bearer was sprinkled on the mercy seat. And this is something that I had never heard mentioned before I found the Ark of the Covenant and found the dried blood in the chamber and on the mercy seat.
Now you're depicting the Ark as being underneath the...
That is correct, Larry.
The crucifixion.
Right. But anyway, the blood, when the Roman centurion pierced Christ's spleen, the separated platelets and serum, or the blood in the water, went out and went down through that crack onto the mercy seat where I found it. And we've taken samples of this material and have analysis on it, and that's very unique.
And what has that shown?
Well, it's shown that Christ had 24 chromosomes. All of us have 46. Now, a lot of your viewers are familiar with the fact that we get 23 from our mother, and that she gives us an X sex determinant factor. And the father gives us 23. And that he can give an X or a Y. If he supplies an X sex determinant factor, then the offspring is female. If he supplies a Y, then the offspring is a male. But if it's from a human male, it's always 23. Always. Christ got a Y from somewhere unaccompanied by any other chromosomes.
I don't know how you could withhold this information for very long if you indeed do have that.
Well, I invite people to take a look at what we've already shown. And I think it becomes quite obvious that one individual, you know, not only couldn't find all of this stuff without divine assistance, and that certainly unless his name was Spielberg, he couldn't fake all of it. But anyway, look at this stuff and study it. And then you simply are going to have to wait along with everybody else until we can show this. But when we do, you'll get to look through the eyepiece of an electron microscope, and you'll be able to count the chromosomes in the dried blood of Christ taken from the mercy seat.
What's next for Ron Wyatt?
Well, the only major place and object in history that we haven't documented yet is the Tower of Babel. In 1991, in an attempt to do this, we were taken hostage for 21 days. So we plan to try this one more time. And we believe that this is a real interesting spot. And if we're able to find what we believe we'll be able to find, we'll have very convincing proof of that, as well as these other sites.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, Larry.
Visit arkfiles.net or YouTube channels arkdiscovery.com, or a tenner for Jesus.